Well, hello there, it's Ina here, and welcome to my art room. So, what I have here are two small identical trays. These are made from laminated chipboard, and I will glue them together to give me the substrate and the size I want. I use my E6000 and then I clamp them so they're dry, nice, and strong. Next, I move on to draw a simple lamppost on a piece of cardboard. And yes, Evelyn and Teddy are helping just for a few minutes. So I try to get a decent shape going here, and you will see my pencil drawing a bit clearer later on. Today's video, of course, will have my contribution to the November 4 Core Art Challenge. Then later on, there will be the lineup of all the entries that you sent my way. And then at the end of the video, I will also chat with you about the December 4 Core Challenge. But for now, back to my project. After much erasing, I finally got my lamppost drawn out, and I of course need to cut it with scissors and X-Acto knife. I also take off some of the rough edges before I use some of the speckling compound again. This will give me some nice texture, and as it hardens it will also strengthen the piece of cardboard, which is pretty thin because of those swirls I made. I needed something that I could cut easily. Next, I will prepare my substrate by adding some black gesso. Now, like with all of my videos, I edited out anything that was repetitious. I also sped up some other parts, but like always, I believe that you get a very good idea of how I put this project together. So here is my little lamppost all dry, and I will give it a coat of white gesso, and when that's dry, I will also seal it with my Mod Podge. Next, I will cut it apart to fit it into my frame. And now here is where things go a little bit wrong, because I realized that the distance between the two top parts is quite large, and it kind of distorts the arch I started with, especially because I wanted the right piece to kind of hang more centered. And so I'm adding another piece, and you will see later on I will make some changes because I just wasn't happy with the way that looked. Anyway, for now, I am just making little outline so I know where that lamppost will go eventually. And then I use again my E6000 to glue down all kinds of bits. Now this time it's mainly kids' toys, game pieces, beads. There are some chains here, but not a lot of other type of jewelry bits. More plastic items. There are a few handyman washers and this and that. So I will cover the whole background with rather tiny bits, including some fabric flowers there on the top left and a few more in different other locations. I try to cluster things up a bit to make it all look somewhat organic. Now, to complete this step took quite a while, but instead of editing certain parts out to make it not too long, I just sped up everything rather fast. But I think you get the basic idea. So please enjoy some music. If there's anything I need to explain, it will be in the captions, and I will talk to you in just a wee bit. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I changed my mind on the lamppost. I decided that I didn't really want an ornate vintage style as the background is already so busy. So I went for a more modern and simple shape. I cut it out of stronger cardboard, which made it easier to work with. I also treated it the same way I did the first lamppost. And then, of course, my focal point. I found this metal cutout of a wolf. It was a Christmas decoration, yes, but I took his collar off, and of course it has a hole which I want to cover up. So I used my speckling compound again. I treat it just the same way I did the lamppost. So after this dry, it gets some gesso and then some Mod Podge for sealer. And then it's time to paint, and I use very simple acrylic paint in all these earthen colors. You can see my palette right there, and this took forever again, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoy painting little textured pieces as you can achieve a nice blend. And because my acrylic paints are more on the cheaper side, they don't have that much pigment, so it took several layers. But actually, when I'm blending different colors together, I prefer those type of acrylics. So again, this process was long and I sped it up quite a bit. Now, adding those very simple stripes using an old gift card would have been the last step on this project, but then in hindsight, I decided to change the color underneath the cabochon. So I went over it with gesso, which left it with just an orange hint. Then I added some yellow and a bit of the wax. Now it blends in a bit more with the background, which I think is enough, as white elements are already a contrasting color, and I felt that I didn't need it another one. So here it is close up. I did clean up the edges and the background where it was needed using my black gesso. So here's the overall look of my project. It's all done. I love the texture and the organic look I achieved. There are the stripes on the sides, and in the back I added some paper which has stripes and of course a hanger. Now I think the wolf was just a very lucky find. I like that he complements the lamppost and that they both have a bit of a subtle texture. But enough of me, now to all of your wonderful creations. I, of course, compiled all of your photos into a slideshow. Here it is. Enjoy. Now, like always, I want to give a big thank you to all of you artists who participated in the November 4-Core Challenge. It was because of your wonderful contributions that the slideshow came out so special. Now, usually at this point in the video, my desk is full of bits and pieces for our next challenge. But seeing that this is December, a very busy month, the last month of the year, I want to change things up a bit to make it easier for all of us. So if you have been playing along with the 4-Core challenges, you may remember that we did something different last December as well. Now, last year I asked all of you to just send me photos of any holiday related projects you would like to share. And we will do something very similar this year, except I want to open it up so all the projects you like to share with all of us don't have to be holiday related. They can be, but they don't have to be. You can send me photos of anything that you created with your own two hands throughout the last year or years, something special that you would like to share with everyone. We all come up with great projects and great ideas, and we are also always looking for new ideas. So I think a slideshow of that nature would be very inspiring for all of us. So please just send me a photo, 1, 2, or 3 of hopefully 1, 2, or 3 different projects. And because you don't have to make anything from scratch, the deadline for sending those photos to my email has moved up to December 13th. That gives you 10 days to send me the photos of your choice, and that gives me enough time to compile them and then show them to you in my video just before I take my winter break. So that's it for the December 4-Core Challenge. The very few details you need to know will be listed again at the end of the video and below in my description box. So please have a fun December. Don't get stressed with the holidays. And I will see you really soon, latest by next Friday. You stay well and creative, and bye-bye for now.